And then you need to write down what you want from what you've learned from your past relationships. Your mom, your dad, your sister, your friends, your exes, everyone that you've had a close interpersonal relationship with, coworkers. And you need to ask yourself, what did I learn from those relationships? Once you've finished those two things, you're going to have the confidence to go out on dates and know what you want from a relationship, and it'll be healthy. But I think it's important for you to know what kind of people are out there, because we're all right now, especially with COVID going on, we're online dating. You might still meet somebody at CVS or the grocery store, but chances are you're online dating if you want to. I would say instead of online dating during this time, unless you feel like you're there, use this time to better yourself and do a really lot of introspection to find out who you are and to love who you are, to get yourself to where you want to be in life and who you want to be in life. And then after COVID's over, go out there with the confidence to be with the person you want long term. Don't go out there thinking, well, I'm just going to find a guy because I want a guy. I'm just going to find a woman because I want to get out of the house. I'm just going to find a girl because I want somebody to take care of me. No. You're going to go out there and you're going to say, you know what? I'm worth it. I work hard. I play hard. I'm a good person. And I deserve somebody the same. Dating's a game, man. And every time you go out on a date, you're being interviewed to be on the team. And if you don't bring your best of what you think you are, you're only fooling yourself. Because you need to go out there knowing if you're wearing a paper bag, if you're wearing a brown paper bag and you exude confidence and you exude self-esteem and happiness and everything for life and a thrill for life, you're going to get dates. Then it's up to you to decide and to be picky about the people you're dating. If all you want is a friend with benefits, go on swipe right. If you're looking for someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with, online dating allows you to be more picky because everything you would ask a person at a bar is right there in front of you. First they're going to go off looks, but don't do professional photos. Make sure that it's really you. Look the best that you can, being you. And if the best you can look is in a hoodie, then you do that. If the best you can look is with your hair in a ponytail and no makeup on, then great. If you feel your best when you're in gym clothes, that's cool. But don't put on a bathing suit just because you think it's going to attract more guys. Because if that's not what you're wearing around the house on a daily basis, then you're wasting your time. Because pretty soon you're going to give up the ghost and that's it. They're going to be done with you, or they're going to cheat on you or something. But they're no longer going to be invested in that relationship. And 90% of people I talk to say that the thing they're looking for in their life is a relationship, somebody to spend the rest of their life with. And that's why I'm making this video, because I've made the mistakes over the years. In the 36 years I've been on this planet, I've made the mistakes. And I want to share what I've learned with everyone out there, because you're never going to be able to complete your puzzle until you have everything figured out that I've told you to figure out. I'm serious. You need to complete the corners, you need to complete the sides, you need to complete the meat of your puzzle, and then you can figure out what the center of your puzzle is, but you can't start at the center and work your way out. Nobody makes a puzzle that way. And it takes you forever to get it done. So start with your corners and figure out what are the things you want most in life. What are your values? What do you value the most? And I'm not saying honesty, money. I'm saying you need to get down to the nitty gritty of the things that you value the most, whether it's your religion, family, friends, your job, your hobbies, your pets, which, they should be your family. Think about the things that are most important to you in your life, and without them, you're nothing. And those are the corners of your puzzle. And then break it down even further. So don't put family and friends if your family is your friends. Don't put down hobbies if your work is your only hobby. Everything's going to be interconnected because that makes up who you are. So then you take those things and you start making the meat of your puzzle, and you figure out, okay, so work is important to me, but what kind of work? Family is important to me, but what about family? What kind of family do I want? Because I'm a big believer that family doesn't always need to be blood. So you have to figure out what kind of family you want. They may be blood related and they may not be. You need to figure out where you are in life and figure out what is most important to you and narrow it down to the nitty gritty, man. And then, like I said, you can work on the meteor puzzle. For some people, one of their corners is the relationship of their life. Sometimes their corner is me, because they're narcissistic. Sometimes, I would say with a narcissist, the center of their puzzle is them. For some people, the center of their puzzle is their kids. For some people, the center of their puzzle is their job. For some people, the center of their puzzle is their partner. And sometimes they're happy just being alone and they don't want to be with anybody else, and it is them. But the worst thing you can be is fake. Because your relationship will fail 100% of the time that you are 100% fake. Everybody goes into a relationship with expectations, right? And if that person at any point is not meeting your expectations, you need to let them go. Because keeping them around, regardless, is not serving you in being the best you can be. And you need to decide, what's going to make you a better person. Because if you don't, you're screwed. Everything comes back to loving yourself. And if every single day you say, okay, I didn't have chocolate today, that's helping me love myself. I went to bed early, this is helping me love myself. I got on my bike and went for a ride, that's helping me love myself. We're going to fail every single day at something. But if you say, you know what, I didn't fail, I learned something. None of my relationships in my life are mistakes. They are all lessons to make me a better person. I believe in reincarnation. You may not. But I believe my soul is on this earth to make my soul a better person. So everything I've been through, every relationship, every what I call failure, everything I've been good at is all to make my soul better for the next ride around. And when your soul has learned every single thing it's learned, it stays in heaven. and it helps other people because it doesn't have a reason to be on this planet anymore. And just like I feel like some bodies come in, or some souls come into this earth and they're not ready to walk the planet. Maybe it's because they're a brand new soul. Maybe it's because the last one was so bad they just need to stay in heaven a little bit longer before they go back out on earth. That's what's important. So, take all of this for what it means to you, but I think this is what I've learned about life, and this is what I've learned about relationships with anybody, not just, romantic partners, but who you allow in your life, and letting the toxic people go, the people that make you feel bad. Because you're just drinking the poison that they're giving to you. Being mad and angry at someone is not doing anything for them. You're just hurting yourself. Staying in a relationship that is not serving you in any way that's good for you is hurting yourself. It's not making you a better person, and it's not making you feel good. And the best thing you can do when you go out on a date is be 100% honest and confident in what you're telling that person. If you go out and say, you know what, I'm not looking for a relationship, I'm just looking to hook up with someone every now and then and have hold on, let me get this cat down. I want to have a sex buddy, then good for you. But you need to let them know that. If you are looking for the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with so you can have 6 kids and live on a farm, you need to let them know that. You need to be as upfront as you can be, but in a good way. Don't be a bitch, and don't be like stern and be like, I don't have sex on the first date, so if you're going to do that, you just need to fuck off. No. Like me, I say, I don't give up the juice on the first date. Juice being, I don't give up the respect I've earned, the love I've earned, the honesty I've earned for one man. One night. That's not going to happen. I make a guy wait now 2 or 3 months before we have sex of any kind. And if you do that, I promise you 100% of the time, he's either going to have major respect for you, and he's going to look at you as a woman that has confidence, or a man that has confidence and self-esteem, and they can be with for the long run, somebody that's going to teach that to their kids. But if you give it up on the first date, unless you're already in a situation where you're just hooking up, they're going to be like, oh, she gave it out on the first date. I'm just going to use her for sex. But, if he starts to get a little too frisky, you got to say, you know what? We're not going there. And if he asks why, you say, because I don't want to. And if he says, well, I want to, then I'll say, okay, then you need to get out of this car, or then fine, I'm getting out of this car, or I'm getting out of this room, or I'm getting out of this house, or I'm, whatever. And then if he tries to come after you again, that's when, your safety is involved. But, any real man, if you say, nope, we aren't going there, he'll be like, okay, well, this is going to work out between us, and you go your separate ways. He may try a couple of more times, but if all he wants is sex, he's going to let you go. Then there's some guys, they're going to hang around for a couple months, and if you still haven't given it up, they're going to let you go. But if you've not given it up in 3 months and they're still around, they're still talking to you, they're still telling you how beautiful you are, and they're taking you out on dates, and you're getting flowers at your office, and they're cooking you dinner, and they've introduced you to their mother, you found yourself a gem, and hang on to them. And as time goes on, I don't care if it's been 5 minutes, 5 months, 5 years, or 50 years. The minute they stop meeting your expectations and not meeting your boundaries, you need to let them go. And I don't care who it is. Family, friends, whatever. You need to let them go. And I promise you, 100% of the time, you're going to wind up with the right person if you do this. If you miss a step in anything that I've told you, you're going to fail 100% of the time. And like I said, finding the person you are going to spend the rest of your life with, you're going to wake up with every single morning, the person that you're going to go through the highs and lows with, the person that you are going to let be the parent to your children or your pets or you, should be the hardest thing you ever do in your life outside of loving yourself. It's not, it could take 5 minutes. It could take 1 second. It could take 5 years. It could take 20 years. It could take 100 years. Or you may not find that person at all. And if you don't, it should be okay. There are other ways to have a child. There are other ways to get fulfillment out of just being friends with someone. There are other ways to have sex without being in a relationship if that's what you want. But it's all about what you want, not about what they want. Stop being a people pleaser. The only person you should be interested in pleasing is yourself. Now, I'm not, and pleasing that other person should please you. And if it doesn't, get out of there. Let them go. Say, it's been nice. It's been a nice vacation with you, but I don't want to live here. And let it go. And the more thick-skinned you are, the better you're going to be when you go into a relationship or you go on a date. Because you're interviewing that person to be the partner of your company, to be the CEO of your company, to be an owner in your life. If you owned a company and somebody came in wearing holy shitty clothes, and we're talking, this is for a business, okay? Not McDonald's, okay? Even though I still think it's important. Because that whole dress for the job you want is totally the case. The people that succeed in finding the person they want in their life are the people that go into dates acting like they are interviewing for a job. You are interviewing them to be the partner of your life, the team member of your life, and vice versa. You need to be able to answer each other's questions and be 100% honest. You need to dress for success. Don't be fake, but dress for success. Kick it up just a little bit. Wear makeup. Put on nice clothes. Do your hair. But look like you. That's why before I go out on a date, when I go out on a date with a guy, or even if that means I'm just Zooming with him, I wear sexy underwear. Because it gives me confidence. For other people, it might be they wear their contacts. For other people, it might be they tan. For other people, it might be they groom up down there. For other people, it might mean they wear perfume. Whatever is going to make you feel your best is what you should do on that first date. And then you need to start interviewing for the job of being your husband or wife. Because at our age, I would say anywhere from 25 and up, you are interviewing that person to be your husband or wife or long-term partner. And if that's not what you're looking for, you shouldn't be watching this video. But if you honestly want to know how to get the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with, or to be a lifelong partner, these are the things you need to do in order to succeed, or you're going to fail 100% of the time. Teamwork makes the dream work. You are your own team. And in order to find or to make the dream work, you need to find the person that is going to best suit your team. If you don't, the dream work is not going to happen. Just remember, every single time you have a failed relationship, every single time you have a failed friendship, all you have to tell yourself is, teamwork makes the dream work, and that person shouldn't be on my team. You should be chasing your dreams. And if your dream is to have a nice house, if your dream is to have beautiful children that succeed in life, if your dream is to be the best you can be, then you need to do the things to get you there. It's not going to arrive on your door, at your door, or on your doorstep. It could, but the chances of the UPS person being the person you're meant to be with for the rest of your life is pretty slim. Or the mailman, or whatever. But I've heard of people that, yeah, they married their college sweetheart, high school sweetheart. They married the person that they've been friends with since they were 2 years old. And I've met the person that they found because they were both reaching for the same steak at the grocery store. I've heard of people meeting the love of their life because they both got booked for the same seat on the same flight. At any moment, you could meet that person. And that's why I always tell people, if you are serious about looking for somebody, then you need to look the best you think you feel every time you go out. I don't care if you're going to the mailbox. I don't care if you're going to the grocery store. I don't care if you're going to the gym. I don't care if you're going to pick up your kids at school. You need to look and feel your best. Otherwise, you're never going to find that person, because you're not going to exude the confidence needed to find that person. And you could go out and you could be feeling fantastic, looking fantastic, because you decided to do your makeup that day, because you decided to wear sexy underwear, and you meet a guy and he doesn't take one look at you. He takes one look at you and walks away. You cannot be, what's the word I'm looking for? That doesn't mean anything. All that means is he wasn't attracted to you. And it's not his fault or her fault. When we look at somebody, the first thing we do is think, would I have sex with that person? Am I attracted to them? And if the answer is no, you're moving on. That's what's really good about the swipe left, swipe right. Because you're going, when I get on an app, and I know this sounds horrible, but it's true, because dating is a game. Just like business is a game. It's not personal, it's business. Until you go out on a date with that person, it is not personal, it's just business. Keep swiping right, man. Keep swiping right. Keep liking everyone that you're attracted to. Once you both match in that arena, then you can figure out, okay, are you attracted to each other on an emotional level? Are you attracted to each other on a physical level, a sexual level? Because you can be attracted to someone and have sex with him and find out, hey, it just does not work between us because he or she likes to do X. Or you can have really great sex and be attracted to that person, and you find out they're just, we just don't have anything in common. Or they're just not romantic enough for me. Or they're just not, they're not building me up. You have to be sexually attracted to that person. You have to be attractively attracted to that person. You have to be mentally attracted to that person, and you have to be emotionally attracted to that person. And if you're not, it's never going to work. I promise you, 100% of the time. So that's all I'm going to do right now. This went into 2 separate videos because I accidentally hit the stop button on this. But if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Feel free to make any suggestions about what I should add to future videos, but honestly, this is what I've learned in life and what I've learned over being in therapy the last 7 months. And dude, if love is what you're trying to find in your life from anyone, you need to do what I said. Otherwise, you're going to fail 100% of the time. So, if you have any questions, let me know. You can DM me, you can text me, you can call me. I don't care. I'll talk to you about anything. So, yeah, so that's it for now. And I'm going to get off here and fix myself some dinner. So, I'll talk to you later. Bye.